In celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, Delaware Tech's Owens campus has set up the poster display Bittersweet Harvest, the Bracero Program, 1942 to 1964 in the second floor of the library. This poster display was provided by the Smithsonian Institution and provides historical context for the largest guest worker program in U.S. history. The posters feature an English and Spanish translation on what it was like for Mexican workers in the program, as well as the impact it had on American immigration and labor policy, and the thriving Mexican-American communities in the U.S. today. Here's what some students thought of the display.
I think with the Hispanic Heritage Month in the library, I don't think it's accurately represented. I mean, they do have historical facts on display on a few posters. There is nothing of really any, not cultural significance, but anything that you would see maybe in the everyday lives of those people. Yes, there were photographs, but there wasn't really, here's a physical object that would be in these people's everyday lives, like clothing, cookware, any sort of recipes for food, maybe just a blurb of how their family lives were back then. Yes, it was important that they included the suffrage there too, but maybe they could have included something else. I think they should include something of their personal lives that you would have found every day, and an item that was more interactive rather than standing there and reading a poster. Would get people more interactive with learning about Hispanic heritage rather than having someone read a poster and then walk away after 5 seconds or so and go, oh, okay, that's what happened. But you need something to actually get people invested in learning, and that's not necessarily just having a piece of their history that maybe wasn't the best. It's including some of what their everyday life was like, to know what they were going through, especially in their family lives, and not just their work and how they were treated at work. That is very important for people to know about, but it's not necessarily the only thing people should know about. It's not necessarily that they're even being humanized. It's just you see the worst parts of their lives instead of maybe some of their families or their culture. It's something they should probably advertise more, or maybe get instructors or other students to try to get talking about it. I didn't even know it was Hispanic Heritage Month. No one's mentioned it.
It's not really common to see a lot of information about Hispanic Heritage Month. A lot of times in the media, Hispanic people are looked at as negative in a negative light. It would be good to see positive things regarding Hispanic people in the media. I mean, it would be helpful to some people to like the Hispanic people that go to school here, to see themselves be represented.